Today on Eagle Nation News, Brenna Gibbons reveals what animals could be chewing on the wires of your cars and already have been chewing on some PHS students' cars.
And Abigail Smith highlights which fast food chain has released a new clothing line based off of Beyonce's collaboration with Adidas.
And finally, Aiden Reddington is a familiar name around campus, but its newest journey is inspiring students across campus.
All this and more today
on Eagle Nation News. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today's Thursday, January 30th. I'm Grant Johnson.
And I'm Julia Bizion.
While at first seemingly innocent, rodents can do significant damage to the wiring of your holiday decor. But now they've moved on to something a little bit bigger. Brenna Gibbons took a look under the hoods of PHS students' cars to see what the animals have done.
Rabbits tend to eat many things, from Christmas lights to extension cords. But one thing you don't hear very often is rabbits eating parts of your car.
I was going to work, and immediately when I got in the car, I noticed that it was very vibraty, and it's just not the way a car should feel when you start it. And I knew something wasn't right, but I had to go to work. As soon as I started to accelerate, I noticed that it was very slow at first, and then it would get really fast. And then I got to work and I called my dad, and he's like, maybe your tire pressure is just low, but I checked all my tires and they definitely weren't low. So I got out of work and got back in my car, and I noticed the check engine light was on. We took it to the shop, I think a day or two later, and they noticed the cables that connect to the engine were all chewed up. They thought it could be rats, but my dad really thinks it's rabbits. They go through our driveway and they just get to my car because my car is lower to the ground than my dad's F-150.
While this may seem odd, Chloe is not the only victim of these rabbits.
I was driving back to my house on a Sunday, and I called my dad because the engine light came on, and I was really confused because it doesn't just come on for no reason. So he takes to get it checked out, and my car was in there for a month, and we didn't know it was happening, and the car people didn't really know it was happening, and they had to look inside the car, and they ended up coming back to us a month later telling us that they think my car had rabbits or mice or something chewing on the cables. I leave my car out a lot because I'm always out cheering or at powerlifting events, so I always have my car either at the school or outside my friend's house. So whenever I'm not home, my car's outside. So I feel like there's a lot of bunnies here since there's a lot of fields, and I feel like the bunnies just climbed up into the car and started chewing on my cable.
So from now on, make sure to pay attention to where you're parking so you don't run into the same problem. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Brenna Gibbons. Prosper.
Well, I know I would hate to wake up in the morning just trying to leave the house to find that I've got car issues because some rabbits that I thought were cute and harmless chewed on my car wires. Well, I know one thing that is actually cute and harmless is a new clothing line for one of your favorite fried chicken places. Abigail Smith has the scoop in today's Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
Beyonce has recently released a new winter collection for her Adidas clothing line, Ivy Park. Popeyes has decided to put its own twist on this line and release its very own clothing line named That Looks Like It's From Popeyes. The clothing pieces are almost identical to that of Ivy Park, but much more affordable. All of the models are Popeyes employees, and all of the money raised from product sales go to a foundation supporting Popeyes employees and the local community. The foundation provides assistance to families in need through monetary and food donations. Currently, 9 out of the 10 available pieces in the collection are sold out. Are you planning to try and purchase any of these pieces? Let us know at Eagle Nation News on Twitter. That's all the time I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
It seems that Popeyes is doing very well with their different marketing projects and reputation, but one company that could be taking a dent on their reputation is the cruise ship Costa Smeralda. 7,000 people are being confined to the cruise ship Costa Smeralda, docked in Italy, as a couple on board the ship is being tested for the coronavirus. Fears are growing that the virus, which originated in the Chinese city of Wuhan in December, could spread even further. Now, we have just received some breaking news from the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, and they have confirmed that the first human-to-human transmission of the coronavirus in the United States has occurred. We'll have more on this story on Twitter as it develops.
The longtime home of our Texas Rangers, Globe Life Park, is now becoming the headquarters of Six Flags. The baseball team and amusement park share a history of being neighbors for years upon years, as well as previously being the two buildings of the Arlington Entertainment District. The 15-year lease deal left Six Flags president and CEO Mike Spano saying, quote, "It brings the relationship full circle." When we return, Casey Boston will share with us how temperatures will feel this weekend. Stay tuned.
Hey seniors, it's me with the Prosper Education Foundation back again to remind you about this great money that we have available, $175,000 in scholarship funds for your class. So please be sure you get online and get that application submitted. It's due March 2nd, 5 o'clock, no exceptions. The website is on the screen and it's exactly going to take you straight to the application, so get going.
As we approach Super Bowl Sunday and the weekend festivities, many are wondering, will the January temperatures continue into February? Well, Casey Boston has the answer to that question in today's Fast Forecast.
Thank you, Grant. As we move forward in the week, it seems as though it keeps getting colder and colder every day. Today, the temperature will be about 40 degrees with 5-mile-per-hour winds, making it feel closer to 39 degrees. Friday, the high should raise about 10 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Looking into Saturday and Sunday, these temperatures will continue to rise into the 60s with sunny skies. As of right now, next week looks like a combination of partly cloudy and sunny skies and cool temperatures, but not as cool as we've had to deal with this week. That's all I have for you today. I'm Casey Boston. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Casey. That is definitely what we all wanted to hear, and I'm pretty excited for the nice weather during the big game. Now, speaking of a big game, many athletes are honoring the late Kobe Bryant during their games this past week. Now, Vanessa Bryant, the wife of Kobe Bryant, has released her first statements about the death of her husband and daughter. Maya Peterson reports on the statement and much more in today's Game Time Sports Update.
This week has been the hardest week in the world of sports as NBA legend Kobe Bryant passed away on Sunday morning in a helicopter crash. Many athletes have taken to Twitter and Instagram to honor, share, and respect Kobe Bryant. Starting with LeBron James, who broke Kobe's record Saturday night and was the last person Kobe honored, writing, "Continuing to move the game forward, much respect, my brother." LeBron wrote back, "I promise you I'll continue your legacy, and it's a responsibility to put this on my back and keep going." Bryant's dynamic duo partner Shaquille O'Neal gave a heartfelt speech on the impact Kobe Bryant had on his life, mentioning his son was the last person to have contact with Kobe via Instagram DM, as Kobe was checking on him to see how his UCLA basketball progress was coming along and making future plans to help train Sharif. Most recently, Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, released a statement last night, starting off by thanking everyone for their prayers and tributes to Gianna and Kobe. However, she says, "There aren't enough words to describe our pain right now, but I take comfort in knowing that Kobe and Gigi both knew they were deeply loved." She ends her post by saying, "They were our beautiful blessings taken from us too soon." Our hearts go out to the Bryant family and the other victims' family involved. We know this is a difficult time for all, and we will continue to update everyone as the story evolves. Also, if you haven't gotten a chance to watch Game Time Special Kobe Tribute episode, you can watch on YouTube at Eagle Nation News, and make sure to catch our Super Bowl edition of Game Time tomorrow. Back to you guys at the desk.
It was such a shocking and tragic piece of information to receive earlier this week. I can completely understand why his wife was silent for so long after losing both a husband and a daughter, and the words she said were just so genuine and heartwarming. Well, I think we can all agree that Kobe Bryant had a very successful career. Prosper student Aiden Reddington is also doing many things to set himself up for success. We've heard of his lawn care business as well as his clothing brand Taco Canoe, but what is he up to now? Cameron Silva has the story.
Welcome to Red's Corner, a digital podcast created by PHS senior Aiden Reddington, designed to spread inspiration.
The proudest thing out of everything I've got is gotta be the podcast. Not only has it gotten me out of my comfort zone, I've had specific people DM me or snap me or text me and tell me that I helped them out of a sad place, and the fact that I could maybe help someone change their mind from something negative to positive means the absolute world to me.
And if the podcast isn't enough, Aiden is also the co-founder of lawn mowing service AJ Lawn Care.
Everything in this room we built by hand, like all like the shelving stuff, like no instructions, no anything. We just bought some wood. Evan drew up some plans, and I mean, as you guys can see, it took an entire spring break to build just that cabinet.
Aiden manages all of this while running his clothing brand Taco Canoe and running cross country. But why does he do it?
When you apply yourself to something, when you feel like you're a part of something greater than yourself, where you're helping others, whether you're helping their yard look awesome for the weekend with their family, or you're recording a podcast that's gonna maybe change someone's day and help them feel a lot better that night, or you design a hat or hoodie that someone really likes and is a fan of, and they take pride in wearing it. It's just doing something that's greater than yourself really helps me as a person just be happy.
You can support Aiden on Spotify on his podcast Red's Corner, or if you want to support his lawn mowing service, ajlawncare.com, and Taco Canoe for his clothing line at tacocanoe.com.
We only get this lifetime once, there's no redos. Just live the life you love, grasp onto something you love, find the people that love it, love them, and you will love your life.
I'm Cameron Silva, reporting for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Grant Johnson.
And I'm Julia Bizion. Live long and prosper.